Doing the show by Lauderdale, Jones, Scott, and Smith, Winston, Leak, you better act right. Don't drive slow and be wild at night, 'cause you need to know that if you do, that Scotty Ray is watching you. He's everywhere, he's everywhere. That man is faster than a scalded cat. If you do something dumb, then you better run with haste. Scotty Ray's at a wreck before it ever takes place.
And welcome back. Somehow or another, it became Thursday. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. This is Odie after a night of thunderstorms.
Ooh, we told y'all Friday's coming.
We did.
We didn't realize it was going to be this quick.
He was just...
Man, it got here. And then, yesterday had a little long night. But, hey.
Yeah, and of course, we'll have the Fun Friday tomorrow. We'll have a bunch of crowd in here as we welcome that. I was telling Odie, and let me find this, a young lady. I've got a video that was sent to me, but there is another video that is floating around Philadelphia.
Wow.
I want to show y'all this. If you don't realize, before the rain even started in Lauderdale and Newton County, it was flooding in Neshoba County. And quickly, y'all look at this as we look at the water that is across the road there at Wendy's. That's Caitlin Copeland posted that. Look at the water.
Man. You know, right there at 24th Avenue and 14th Street, started to get a little bit of water, but it did drain. It's gotten better over the last couple of years. They finally got that cleaned up. Whatever it was, I don't know, but
18th Avenue right there down from Rush Hospital at that first stop sign used to, the little white house. It used to flood some kind of big time there.
You know, I just noticed something. RW, we know you're up.
What's he done?
He's probably laughing.
Why is that?
We look like a couple bookends again.
Oh, I didn't even notice that, Odie.
I didn't either till I looked down. He's probably laughing, smiling, and everything. I hope you choked on your coffee there, RW.
Go through your nose. Burn a little bit.
Yeah. We still love you, though.
Odie's trying to make you suffer there. They're not going to let R. Kelly out of jail. We do see that this morning. They've upheld that 30 years. He's off to prison and can't get out. That was a bad dude.
Yeah.
And you know
that video of him in that elevator?
I didn't. Is that the one where
where he grabbed his woman?
Could have been. You may be right. He was a sexual predator. Over and over and over. And you know as well as I do, that's not the only one. There's no way.
Oh, no.
All those parties, I bet there's some people sweating.
Well, we know one of them. Who was it? Just Drake?
Yeah, he's sweating too. And again, I don't know these people by name. Kanye looks to be innocent. He can't help what he is, whatever that is.
Well, he's just got some problems. Now, I don't know about his wife, girlfriend, whatever. I mean, she's pretty.
Well, we've all seen her, haven't we?
With that? And we've seen everything. There ain't nothing to guess on that.
Ooh.
But why do you put up with something like that?
It does make you wonder why a woman would. You got to have some self-respect in life.
Yeah.
Is it brainwashing? What is it, Odie?
And I'm not gonna put my wife out there. I don't want anybody to see that. I mean, that's for me.
Yeah, exactly. Don't even tell me that, Odie.
Yeah. I mean, there's some things.
Wow. It's called society, and you don't do that. It's awful.
Yeah. We were given more than fig leaves, and the ability to make stuff more than fig leaves, and that's the way we ought to dress.
I saw and you have to consider if you go on a African safari, that there's dangers involved in this. Don't go near the water.
Yeah.
We had and it's bad now. Don't get me wrong. We had someone that was eaten. It was a wife. Her husband had to watch it. He's now suing the safari company because his wife died. Yeah, that's one of those things where you sign the paperwork before you go. I don't know the answer to that, Odie. I really don't. But
I do. Don't do anything. These people know the rules. It's like the people go up to the mountains. Oh, look, a bear. I'm gonna go pet him.
They don't
They
work
go
out
on
either.
up to Montana and go, ooh, buffalo. Let me go pet it.
And the people that do those selfies that lean back and sometimes truth hurts, does it not? But if you go on a safari, it is danger, and you have to accept that before you go on the trip. I don't know where the court systems how they'll handle that, but
where there's a 50-50 that they're going to side with them.
yeah.
It doesn't matter that they knew that they were going into danger. It doesn't matter that they signed their rights away. It doesn't matter that she walked down there knowing she wasn't supposed to be down there. Somebody in our courts are going to say, but she didn't mean to. Well, I'm sorry, and I'm praying for your family, and I know it's terrible. I really do. But the rest of us have to suffer.
Yeah, we do.
Tide Pods. Why do they cost so much? Because somebody sued them because Mom and Daddy left them down in a dish bowl like it was candy, and Junior got it. Probably somebody needed their mouth washed out by it. But no, we sued them.
I watched Ralphie get his mouth washed out there.
Right there changing that tire.
Anybody remember Johnny Paycheck's 11 months and 29 days?
Oh, yeah.
He got arrested and they sent him straight on down to Huntsville. Tonight, it's coming, Huntsville. It will be the lethal injection of another inmate tonight. A guy that was found guilty of killing a strip club manager and another man will be put to death. He's 46 years old. It will happen tonight. It'll be the second one in a week. Texas usually moves right along.
Man, it reminds you of the old Walmart. They had that speedy checkout.
Yeah, they got it over there.
Yeah, we're not going to sit here and
It'll all be fine. 11 months and 29 days. Huntsville is not where I went to Huntsville once, and it is truly not a place you want to mess up and end up in. Huntsville prison is serious.
They don't play.
No, they don't. Kind of like down there south of us, which we'll tell you about the big car chase next. We had a multi-county car chase. Well, it wasn't really a car chase. It was a silent, you don't know I'm back here car chase into Lauderdale County last night.
Well,
We'll tell you about that next. Scotty Ray and Odie.
Are you tired of your old car being a dud? Well, come into Kia Meridian where we're giving up to $3,000 over KBB for your trade-in. We have interest rates of over 0.9% and up to $3,000 in rebates. Come in at the Kia Meridian and drive off in a new car and a new you for the new year. Come see us.
Have you been wanting your own building, your own shed? Speak to our friends at Best Sadia Building, 601-728-1954. Now, they can custom build you a home from a barn dominium. Maybe it's a shed that you're needing or a simple place to park your car, a garage, a camp house. Maybe you need a place to park your tractor, your motorcycle, or even that lawnmower. They can custom design whatever it is you need. Quality work, trustworthy, Best Sadia Buildings. Speak with Drew, 601-728-1954. The tractors are rolling at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494. Drop in and see Keith, Cornbread, or Buttermilk. They've got a tractor that fits the need that you have. Whether it's a 26 horsepower, a 40, or bigger. Plus, they offer 0% financing for up to 96 months. Whether it's a part, a new tractor, 0% financing, or just simply a laugh. 601-626-8759, Highway 494 in Collinsville. That's Freeman Tractor. Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. This is Odie.
yeah.
As we are the matching book twins today.
RW's still laughing.
Oh, I bet he is there.
That's all right.
I mentioned a situation happened last night in the cloak of darkness. Now, the best I can tell, this was a Dodge dealership in Jones County, which would be probably Laurel.
Yeah.
I think that's the Dodge dealership down there is maybe Kim's. I could be wrong on that.
It used to be, if it's not still is. Yeah, big dealership.
They had two Hellcats, the Dodge Durango, which looks just like what Lauderdale County Sheriff's deputies drive. Those vehicles, but it has the extra big engine in it.
Yeah.
Two of them, a black one and a gray one, were stolen last night. From there, a Jones County deputy would get in behind them, and he didn't turn his lights on. He just let them stay in front. He called Anthony. Anthony joins in from Clark County as they get into Clark County, and another deputy, and they're all just kind of easing along there. And as they are coming out, they reach about 136. They called ahead to Lauderdale County. Lauderdale County is waiting at the county line, and they let them go by, and all of them are behind them, and they make that turn there as they come into town.
Yep.
And that's about when the blue lights came on to take them to arrest them. Well, did I mention it was a Hellcat?
They didn't want to stop right that particular time.
Hellcats are the fastest thing on earth.
Yeah.
They're like super, super fast. They took off, and at some point they got far enough ahead of the deputies that they took a right-hand turn onto 29th Avenue. No, actually,
31st.
31st, which took you to Valley Road. They got to the dead end, and then they would circle back around and come back out on I-20. The gas would take off again. And they thought they went straight, but they got back off on the same exit again. And that was about the time that a deputy from Clark County was hit by one of them. They bumped him, and it slammed him into the concrete barrier there. And, well, let me just show you what happened to his car. That's what the Clark County Sheriff's deputy car looks like now after it hit that wall. He was able to lip it to the side of the road. Along came Harold, and he was able to finish the chase.
Well, they can fix that. That's good.
Yeah, it is fixable.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that ran. But what they would do is go down as they began to chase. Anthony got off on, again, the same exit, and he's looking. He doesn't see anything. And they pass him in the darkness. So he just kind of limps on behind them, and they would go down to the trailer park at the end there, Valley Road. One of them gets stuck, Odie, and the other one, they just sat there for about 15 minutes. Lauderdale County deputies would come back out. They would block the road. MPD blocked the road where there was no access to leave. And then the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department moved in. Boogie there, boogie there.
And here they go.
And here comes one running past Anthony. He's backed up in the dark. And here's where it gets funny, is Anthony jumped out of his truck to chase him. I guess the old boy thought it was a swimming pond because he made a giant leap toward the water, and it was a ditch. Flop.
How long did it take Anthony to quit laughing at you?
Long enough to get the handcuffs on him. They did take one suspect into custody. Here's one of the Dodge Hellcats that was taken back into custody. The other one was on down stuck in the mud. They couldn't go no further. They tried to get out, and they could not. So it was some entertainment and a great job by Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department. Jones County assisted with this. Clark County assisted with it. And also the Meridian PD assisted in taking these suspects down. And again, they didn't give it up. They let them just ease along because those cars were extremely fast. But they were able to catch them down at the trailer park. You know, we've been there several times with instances down in there.
Been a lot of activity at that trailer park.
They attempted to get away, but it didn't happen. Harold to the rescue. They're going to be transported back to Jones County. I believe Lauderdale County is holding them until deputies from Jones can come up, and they'll take the cars back to where they were stolen from as well. I guess you get what you call a dealer discount.
Program car. Yeah, I'm checking. We got some people saying we're freezing and all that. I've checked our sites and all that on here. Everything's going smooth. Maybe you got a bad signal.
Yeah, we're pushing out everything that says normal.
There, yeah. So it's going. It's not on our end this time. So make sure of that.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody.
Yeah, we try and check. If y'all say something, we try and check, make sure this June bugs are going.
Sometimes June bugs have problems. I think this was New York, if I am not mistaken. Los Angeles is where it took place. You bust up in Taco Bell, you better have your ducks in a row. Old girl commenced to arguing with the girl behind the counter, and the security guard just reached out and slapped her. I mean, and he didn't just go, whoop, he slapped her, told her to get out. I smell a lawsuit coming.
Well,
I don't know what was going on beforehand. I've just watched it without audio, without what was said.
Here's the thing, and I'm gonna get some people to get me on this. The way society is, 6 months without camera. And grabbing some folks by the head of the hair and yanking them out of the car through the window if they won't step out, or manhandling somebody that wants to jump all in the cop's face, y'all. It's time to take law enforcement back.
I don't think you'll ever see that.
Oh, no.
Anybody that it is one thing after another, Odie. If you get near somebody, a cop has no
rights,
none whatsoever. And it is going to be extremely hard to keep law enforcement employed. It really will, because it will come to a point to where you go, what's the point?
There's a reason they're there, and they have to stay one height above you. And I tell you, every one of them, in the back of their mind, they have no idea where this situation's going to end. And they've got to protect themselves, and that's what we pay them small wages for. I still think pay ought to go up tremendously for these men and women. But until you give them the rights to...
but it goes back to the judges.
Of course, 100%.
It's
100%.
all and lawmakers that pass these and give these rights to people that I just don't see any change.
No. They've got to take law back, and when they come up to you and tell you to give them their driver's license, you give them their driver's license. They tell you to get out of the car, you get your butt out of the car.
We saw that in Lauderdale County not long ago, where somebody wouldn't give driver's license, and they were removed from the car.
Yeah.
And that's what happens. You never really settle anything on the side of the road, and I know it's tough.
And you're not going to. That's what a judge is for in the courtroom.
Yeah.
Say, yes, sir, get your ticket and go on. If they tell you to leave a store because the store don't want you there, leave. If you want to go sue the store, you've got that right.
Yep.
No matter how I feel about stuff like that.
Taco Bell.
You have the right. But don't get in it with a cop. At the end of the day, you're not going to win.
Not there, you're not on the scene.
No, not at all.
We've watched the videos for years of what goes on there, and it just arguing. And again, I know it's tough there when somebody, you feel that you're wrong, you want to stop and go, wait a minute. Sometimes it doesn't work out so well there.
Yeah.
So that's what happened in L.A. At that one there. We should see RFK Jr. Sworn in today, or at least voted upon. He may not be sworn in today, probably tomorrow, but he should pass his last hurdle today and be voted in.
It's a tough one, but we're finally getting back to. We may have some leadership now that will go back and fix the way society has been, especially the previous 4 years, and then
the DEI stuff is starting to fade away.
That was the biggest problem we had.
I really didn't see it happen. It was like overnight, things went woof, and you woke up in a different world one day.
Practice, and it's hit our postal service, y'all. Trump wanting to revamp it. We got to do something with it.
It's losing money.
We had a package sent from Robertsdale, Alabama.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago. Still ain't got it.
Yeah.
Post office don't know. We can tell you it's going to be late. Don't have. We're shorthanded. COVID hurt us. Christmas was busy. And DEI much. But here's the thing. I ordered something from Amazon and it's here 2 days. Who delivers it? The post office.
Have you ever noticed, Odie, every time you talk about the post office, you don't get your mail for the next month?
It don't change. They don't know what. I got my name, my address, numbers, all that on my mailbox, and they can't read it.
Go ahead and stir it up some more. You ain't gonna get your mail. You ain't gonna get your electric bill this month. You keep it up.
I finally got my electric bill yesterday from 2 weeks ago.
Woo!
I done got used to it now.
Scotty Ray and Odie, 7:20 this morning. Let's put a smile on. Let's face it, accidents are going to happen. If a deer jumps out in front of your car, go see my friends and professionals at Chet's Paint and Body Shop in Center Hill. Chet can help you navigate through this confusing world of insurance by providing photo estimates to insurance companies and the right to choose the body shop of your choice. From a minor scratch to a major collision, Chet has you covered. Chet offers quality repairs by trained and certified technicians with a lifetime warranty on all repairs. That's Chet's Paint and Body Shop.
Looking for a deal you can't pass up? Right now, drive off in a quality used car for just $299 down and only $299 a month here at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Meridian. That's right, good reliable cars packed with features at a price you'll love. $299 down, $299 a month. Look, I'm not kidding. This is a real offer that our customers have taken advantage of for years now. Come see us today, Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian.
Philadelphia Gun and Pawn, located at 910 Posey Avenue, has tons of lawnmowers to choose from. A big selection of zero-turn lawnmowers, power washers, and even barbecue grills. Step inside the store and see their complete line of Liberty safes along with those Browning safes. A large selection of Louis Vuitton purses along with satin shirts and bead sets. And tons to choose from for the outdoorsman in your household. And always a great deal on any type of jewelry you're looking for. And a private lobby for pawns for your confidentiality. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn. You know, we mentioned on the first show at 6:30 that a single-engine private plane had crashed.
Yeah.
And yet again, this has been a string of things. We have a Navy jet, isn't it Navy?
Yeah, it was Navy.
That crashed yesterday in San Diego. Both pilots are okay, but it went down. This has been one thing after another with planes. Yeah. And normally we don't hardly ever talk about airplanes that have issues.
Yeah, they don't typically fall out of the air.
Miracle that they're okay. Happened at 10:15 yesterday morning local time there in San Diego.
Man, that's terrible.
I don't know what the price tag is on those new jets there, but that probably would not.
Yeah, they're up there.
Several millions, aren't they?
Yeah, and you know, the one that was in that crash that lost his life up in
give me a hint.
Up north, the one that the airplane and the helicopter hit, and our local guy was the pilot.
Oh, yeah, the Black Hawk.
Yeah. So JB, John Griffin, you know, he does bagpipes, and he'll be playing his bagpipes at that pilot's funeral.
That is a somber moment when those are played.
Man, it is. It is awesome to hear, but you hate the circumstances that you're hearing it.
Yeah, we feel for that family. That is one tough situation. Let's see what else has gone on in the neighborhood. There's been a few things. Early this morning, Odie, we had, if I can find it and get back to my stories, I got mixed up here. We had a wreck over in Newton County early this morning there on I-20. In the darkness of night at mile marker 109, we would have this happen. Look at this.
Wow.
Overturned car there is, of course, the Newton PD worked the scene of the accident. Minor injuries, from what I'm understanding, involved with that wreck. But, boy, that was flipping into the air it went. As deputies arrived on scene, this is kind of the way it looked there. Down that hill, off it went. Y'all be careful. The streets are wet right now. Fortunately, I don't think we've gotten anything, have we? I was just double-checking.
Not yet. Not yet, so that's good.
Roadways are okay this morning, but it can quickly turn into something else.
Yeah.
Collinsville, Mississippi. We got an APB out.
Uh-oh.
Flash is what we're going to nickname him.
Well, he does look like Flash, don't he? He's just a little shorter.
Yeah.
He's not as long.
If you happen to see him in this, he does resemble old Flash from the Dukes of Hazzard. If you happen to see him in the Collinsville area, make sure to give
Reach
us a
out
comment.
to us. Yeah,
and we'll get it hooked back up with the owner there. We always tough there. Here's another video yesterday from downtown Philadelphia. I want to show you this of this rain that we had up there, Odie. Look at this. Here we go. Look at that water, that car.
You know, I haven't heard from the old sheriff, Billy Solly. He used to send me text every time we had lots of rain, and he kept me up on how much rain we had over in Sucalina. I hadn't heard from him.
I think his wife took his rain gauge away from him.
Sheriff. But we'll get more today on the rainfall amounts through the different areas. We got some rain.
Yes, we did. We got a lot of it there. Matter of fact, Billy, I talked to him this week. He was, did you see the story we put up about MCC and the suspect that was trying door handles?
You know, he had to get a new steering wheel where he was holding on that thing so much he wanted to get out.
He was there, too. He was following. He never got out of the store, but he watched the whole thing unfold as deputies made that arrest there.
You know he wanted to.
Well,
what you done for 50 years?
It'd be tough not to do it.
Yeah.
Would be very there. Hey, Eric Clark has got out a message. He's looking for a couple folks here as we go to Neshoba County. Conspiracy to commit a crime, strong arm robbery.
Wow.
Mrs. Spinks, Destiny is her name. Born back in 96. 28 years old. Golly, somebody remind me.
You know, I'm sitting here going 1996, and you said 28.
I know. I still remember the truck I bought that year. Let's go back 1 year and make it 29, and well, he's won it also. Christopher Dorman, born back in 95. He's 29 today. Strong arm robbery. You can call them there from the Neshoba County Sheriff's Office if you happen to know where they are. Or you can call 485-8477. That's the East Mississippi Crime Stoppers. They will take care of you there.
Yeah. Huh. And I know it says 1-855-485, but that is not a Meridian number. That's an 800 number.
Yeah.
And that goes to maybe Texas? Is that where it is? And then they pick it up and send the information. So they don't know your name here. It is a 485, but it's not a Meridian.
Yeah, they're not going to know your voice.
Yep, they don't know who you are.
Back in the radio days, you always had trouble with people playing games because everybody knew their name. No, don't do that.
Yeah, we know who you are.
Yeah, and that's normally how it ended there. Here's a scene yesterday, and I didn't realize this was even going on, Odie, that they're tearing. This is the old dental building. This is right on North Hill Street.
Yeah.
Look at this. It's gone. Was the building in that bad a shape?
You know, it didn't look like it in pictures, but I've heard that they plan on coming in and putting a new doctor's office there or something. So,
well, by golly, they're fixing to get a clean lot.
Yeah, that they are.
I just did not know that was happening. I drove up with that and went, whoa, hang on a minute.
Man, we're gonna do some checking, but we're getting a report that the old Spink there is in custody already.
Oh, okay.
Maybe she saw herself on the Scotty Ray Report and figured she might want to go ahead and turn herself in.
We got that early yesterday morning, so there is a chance that something happened, and I have not spoken to deputies.
They hadn't got an update yet.
Yeah.
So hey.
Already 7:28 this morning as we move along. How do you feel?
Wow, 7:20. We already halfway through this?
Yes, it's flying, Odie.
Man.
44 right now as we wait for high. Only 10 degrees more, 55. So I would say take along a little jacket just to be on the safe side.
You can be a little nip in the air with the wind.
Yeah. Did you open up last night for bad weather?
We were there. We didn't officially open the EOC. We were there. We had all our radars up. We were ready to activate at any time, but we kept an eye on Clark County.
It was really
sure
rough
that they
there.
didn't need any help. But yeah.
The worst of the weather was Clark County and then also in northern Wayne County as we watched all that last night. Jasper got its fair share of rain also amongst all those storms there.
Yeah, they did.
All right, we'll be right back as we get our morning started together.
J&J Tire Muffler, located at 3420 8th Street, invites you by. And if you need a front-end alignment, make sure to try their new state-of-the-art alignment machine. No matter the size of your truck and car, J&J can align it. J&J also has touch-free mounting, laser wheel balancing, and as always, they provide preventive maintenance, including CV axles, shocks, struts, brakes, with the largest selection of new and used tires, along with exhaust systems. Locally owned and operated since 1978 in Meridian.
When it comes to enhancing your outdoor experience, you need a companion that can keep up. The Kubota RTV 850 Sidekick at Parrish is your ultimate utility vehicle for every adventure. From the deer camp, trail riding, or just working on the farm, the Sidekick delivers powerful performance and versatility. These units start at $15,499 cash and have a $2,000 rebate. Financing is available as low as $285 a month.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Patrick Allen Companies has a wide selection of garage doors that will fit your style, add value to your home, and add curb appeal to your neighborhood. Patrick Allen also has top-of-the-line, energy-efficient replacement windows that will make your home look great while saving you money. We're family-owned and operated, and we take pride in our work. 5305 Highway 145 South in Meridian.
For all your garage doors and replacement windows,
call Patrick Allen Companies. Safety, service, satisfaction.
Not as quick
And we're
today,
back. Here we are.
You ever like that George Strait song? Sometimes I feel like Jesse James just trying to make a name.
Yeah.
Boy, you want to talk about everybody that ever came along, an outlaw that will probably live forever. That name does stand out.
Yeah,
it was today in 1866 that he held up his first bank. Took 15 grand, you might say, from the Clay County Savings Association in Liberty, Missouri.
$5,000 reward.
Frank and Jesse James.
You know, wasn't that back in the day where they wanted them however you brought them back?
That's generally how that worked back then.
Well, there it is right there under wanted.
Yep, that's the way it said it. But you know, did Jesse get a bad name for no reason?
Well,
he was kind of like a Robin Hood. They come up on his farm, said we're going to take it, hurt his mama, and he retaliated. And boy, when he retaliated, he hit them where it hurt, their money.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Frank,
kind of like
at the
some
end,
of these other people who take all our money after we elected them in.
Yeah, that's happened there.
People are upset because there's somebody going in there and looking for money and finding it. Oh, I'm sorry. It was the Democrats who were trying to push back.
And, you know, as you look at this story of how Jesse James was killed, and supposedly he was killed by a friend. Some say that he escaped and all of that was just rigged. But it was by a friend, and the guy never got the money, from what I understand.
You know, and was it something he says, look, I'd rather you take me out of this world than somebody else?
No, because he was just in a picture frame on the wall there and got it.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Sure was.
And the
sure
guy
was.
whoops it out and shoots him in the back.
And wanted the money, but since he was like part of his...
He trusted him.
Yep, you're not going to get it.
Lord have mercy, have mercy. We go back to
Tavern.
16 tons.
Ooh,
what do you
get?
get? He was born today in 1919, Tennessee Ernie Ford.
Man.
I sure like that song. He was big in his day.
You need to get you a mustache like it.
I wouldn't look right, Odie.
Me neither.
It just isn't my style. I don't think it would work out there.
Oh, if you had something unsolved.
Well, this was the guy. His name was what?
Oh, Robert Stack.
He was always wearing the trench coat in the alley, scaring you.
Unsolved mysteries.
But he did have the voice for that show.
He did. He did.
Was he part of the Untouchables, or did he just have that look?
I don't think he was.
Okay.
No, he wasn't part of that one.
This was Chuck Yeager. He was like a. Did he break the sound barrier?
He did.
Yep. We go back to him, 1923. Chuck Yeager was born. And again, these are folks that made a part of American history. A lot of folks go, well, who is that? Well, you ought to know who they are.
They ought to teach that in school. Now, y'all come on.
Yeah, let's see. Oh, you remember this guy?
Oh.
He was always funny there.
Yeah,
George
Raymond,
Siegel.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was he in Yeah, Raymond's daddy.
No. He wasn't in that. He was in Arrested Development. He was in that one and a lot of other shows.
I know the face. I know the name.
Yeah, you're thinking of the tall guy. But no, he wasn't in that one.
Yeah.
I didn't know his name. And we mentioned the other guy, Walking Tall. They had a Walking Tall, too. And I always thought this guy, Jodan Walker, played in the first one.
Mm-hmm.
This guy played Walking Tall Part 2. I always thought Bo Stinson done a better job at it. He just seemed to fit the part.
A little bit better.
Yeah, Walking Tall. Both of those were excellent shows. If you ever watched any about that true story of what went on. Let's see here. Yeah, I know you know this one.
That's the bull.
1943, Bull was born. Did they try to replace the character on that new show?
All right, so on that new one,
Just this guy.
I think he's the only one that's on there. I don't know if they're trying to portray Bull or not. I watched some of that, not an awful lot of it.
I hadn't watched
I
it.
hadn't watched any of this new one, so I don't know if they tried to replace him or not.
Correction Department, Jodan Baker.
Baker.
I said Walker, didn't I?
Something like it. Barker, Baker, Walker, something.
We're messing up today.
It's Thursday.
But I did make a mistake on that. I said Walker, and it was not. It was Jodan Baker.
We're trying to remember to go to the store today.
We got to go.
You got to have something for tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Diane says, don't forget.
Yes, sir. 1944, Stockard Channing was born. She was rather tomboyish in the movie Grease. Y'all remember her?
You ain't got to say rather.
She's tough.
Yeah.
Kind of like Nails.
Yeah.
I think she had a chaw of tobacco in most of that scene.
Olivia Newton-John was nice.
Oh, I enjoyed that. And, well, this guy was born today, and he would change the way that we watch talk shows.
Yeah. Or watch the fights. It's in the talk show.
Jerry Springer, he definitely changed the way all that was done. And it would bring along Geraldo, who would be hit with a chair later and then move on to Fox News.
What's wrong with society when you go on national TV and air all your dirty laundry?
And they did.
You know, so why did you bring your wife up here today? Because I've been cheating on 3 other people and I want to marry them and divorce you. And she going to get up and whoop all their butts and you wonder why?
It was always a scrap and all.
Oh, yeah. He had to have all these police up there as security. And people air their laundry and it's sitting here going, where do y'all come from to even put this out?
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. 1961, let's go on over to Seinfeld.
You can still do her dance, can't you?
That's all that late. I mean, when you bring up Seinfeld, there's one thing comes, the dance.
Elaine and dancing.
There you go. Julia Louis-Dreyfus, born today.
Yeah.
She was a pretty girl. She
was.
She just couldn't dance at all. And we'll always remember that.
Oh, man.
Dr. McDreamy was born today, and he would even get up. And I liked the show. It was a chick flick. He even got to play a small part in Sweet Home Alabama as the love interest.
Son.
Yeah. What's her name? Murphy Brown was in that.
Was the mayor, yeah, his mama.
But that was this guy here, I like him. I don't know, you know what his name is. That played the love interest that done the lightning.
Yeah, I can't remember what his name is. Somebody out there
had
knows
a cool 70s Chevrolet. You can't be all.
Dog had the good. His partner there, the old pup dog.
That's right. Let's see here. As we go back to and there's a misspelled word. I see it before we go there.
It'd be all right.
Yeah, it will. Mr. Lovemaker. Woo! Anybody remember Johnny Paycheck today? He recorded it in '73. He had a hat big as Mississippi. Biggest hat I've ever seen. It would be 1981, and this is the song that we've often said should be the state song of Mississippi.
100%.
It would be recorded today as Roll On, Mississippi.
Today would be a good day to make that official since came out today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know,
let's do it to it.
Yeah.
Get something past somebody. Let's see here. I did not know that this went on. Apparently, this was a common thing to do, is people would break into the cemetery. I don't know if you'd break in, but rather walk into, as we find out that the marble slab was stolen from Leonard Skinner, Ronnie Van Zant. They found it 2 weeks later in a dried-up riverbed. Who does that? Yeah, it's just not cool.
That make you think something.
Apparently, they gave up and chunked it later, but they had a $5,000 reward back in the day.
Who can you show that to? You're not going to have it in your den. Talking about, look what I've got.
Well, Odie, like those two that got arrested last week for breaking into the sports figures houses. Look at my selfie in their house.
Yeah.
Off to jail they go.
Nobody will know where I'm at.
That was back in the days of you had to do the Polaroid and then
you had that little square flash that was good for 4 turns.
Yeah. I'd forgotten about those little square things. Yeah. Who remembers taking those?
You know, you got a box of them. It was like, what, 4 or 5 or so in a box?
Yeah. The old flash cube is what they called it.
Yeah.
And then along came James Garner with the one-step Polaroid, and it changed everything there for a while.
You tried to shake it to speed it up.
And then at some point, that one was the Instamatic. Then you had one that you had to peel off that.
Yes, and you couldn't do it too quick.
Do they still make that stuff?
They make Polaroids.
I don't know.
But I don't know if I don't think they make the ones where you got to pull the, because you had to test it to make sure it wasn't going to pull your picture off.
Chet Parker, you're right there. It would be 1982 that this guy, Eddie Rabbitt, was still turning out hits. He would release today, Someone Could Lose a Heart Tonight. Actually went #1 today. Back in '82, Mr. Harry Chest himself.
And he wrote a lot more songs than I thought.
Hell, he sure did. He was good at what he did. Here's a man responsible for half of the population of Clark County. Is it me you're looking for?
Turn the lights off.
It's kind of like Sunday morning coming down.
Yeah.
Lionel Richie in 1984 released Hello. Everybody knows that song. That's the night the lights went out in Enterprise.
That's right. Everybody turned them off. Harold going, what are y'all doing?
1987. This was a cute movie.
Yeah.
Kind of chick flickish, so to speak.
Yeah, Yeah.
But it was good as we go back to anybody remember Mannequin?
Yep. Yep.
Where she'd come to life there after dark? Right around on his
from the store.
That's right. Then she'd be a mannequin at the red light.
Yeah. Can't nobody look at her.
I had forgotten about this movie. I wouldn't say it's one of his best, but it was okay.
It was good.
Anybody remember? Over the Top?
Now, what was it? I think it was his wife. His ex-girlfriend, his son's mama had passed.
She was dying.
And she wanted him to
take up time with her.
And then they fell in love with each other, and his father-in-law or his girlfriend's daddy tried to buy him off.
Yeah, I think it was his ex-wife, if I remember right. She was dying, and she wanted him to have something to do with the son and her daddy.
Didn't know about him, I don't think. Yeah.
He was kind of blocked from coming over. He was a truck driver. He couldn't come over to that rich neighborhood.
Yeah, he driving down the road.
Phone thing. Over the top.
Yeah.
I was never even good at arm wrestling. Were you?
No, not real good.
I got beat every time. Every single time. I think even Becky Robinson beat me. She slammed me down in about 83. I was never good at that sport. Back in '88, Roseanne Cash had another one, a hit from her daddy, Tennessee Flat Top Box. Y'all remember that song?
Vaguely.
Yeah, you had to sneak up on her, let me tell you.
Yeah, you would.
We go back to '89, If I Had You.
Oh, yeah.
Alabama, #1 today. Oh, it was actually released. I'm talking ahead of myself.
Released today.
Yeah. That was big for them as well, part of that. And we have to look to TV Guide. What kind of haircut was this?
A mullet.
Yes, sir. He had one, didn't he?
He started.
My achy, breaky heart. And then along came Miley.
Boy, she turned out rough.
She did there. Travis Tritt also had a hit today. #1 with Can I Trust You With My Heart back in '93.
I like old Travis now.
Yeah, he just needed a major haircut then. Major haircut.
Just a tree.
Do something.
Oh, there it is.
A legend. We would lose him today. I think Carolyn Smith was with me when I met him for the first time. Many, many moons ago, backstage of the Jimmy Rogers Festival. As today we lost Waylon, the voice that never showed his face of the Dukes of Hazzard.
That's right. Man.
He was one hit after another there. It ended today. Did you even realize that?
No.
The comics, the Peanuts, ended today, back in 2000.
Why? That doesn't make any sense.
Maybe he passed away. I don't remember. Maybe that was
the
guy that Schultz that did that. Mel got him an award today. Barack Obama presented the National Medal of Arts for his contributions to music there. Mel Tillis got it there from Obama. I like Mel.
That was good.
He's just a Coca-Cola cowboy. And, man, was this guy.
Yeah.
He was kind of like everybody's dad.
That was his biggest thing. I remember him in a lot of other stuff, but the Waltons was...
He was in Cliffhanger with Sylvester Stallone. Remember that?
Yes.
Helicopter pilot?
Yep, sure was.
I remember watching him in a show to where he'd been in prison and he'd gotten out and they were selling fruit on the side of the road as sharecroppers. It was good. John Ralph Waite was his name, and he briefly dated the mama.
He was the Leroy Jethro Gibbs' daddy.
Who's that?
NCIS.
That's who that is?
No, that's Leroy's daddy.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I learned something every day.
Sure did. I remember that.
But he was a great actor.
Eric and Austin knew. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm slow on this. Dragging behind. More coming up as we move along on this early Thursday morning. We're nearly through it. You're almost at work. Ooh.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Day's getting started.
We welcome you to a new vehicle buying experience here at Doc's Toyota. Buying a new vehicle doesn't have to be stressful, but don't just take our word for it.
This was the best experience I've ever had buying a vehicle.
Doc's employees are top-notch.
I drove 2 hours, not once, but twice, to purchase 2 vehicles with a 5-month time frame.
Doc's delivers competitive pricing, a comprehensive selection, and flexible financing options, helping you get on the road from Carthage, Meridian, and beyond. There's a reason why there's no deal like a Doc's deal.
If every time the wind blows you get a little leery about a tree over your house, talk to my friends at Reed Tree Service. There's no reason to be worried about a tree crashing through your house. Mike Reed has years of experience dealing with trees. It can be as simple as having a limb removed or a tree that is just huge too close to your shop or house. It's not going to cost you anything to have Mike come out and give you an estimate. They're licensed and insured, taking care of East Mississippi and West Alabama. Reed Tree Service. Have tree, will travel. As the seasons change, so do your clothes, and Garrett Sports Center on 8th Street has exactly what you need. Haybo shirts, long and short sleeve, also Hulk shirts, and America's favorite brand, Carhartt. Whether you need work pants or slacks for church, and nothing lasts like a pair of Carhartt overalls. Maybe it's a set of boots that you need. From box to lacrosse, they have the boot for you. And as hunting season rolls in, they have all the camouflage you need and toboggans to boot. Garrett Sports Center, 3505 8th Street, Meridian.
Whoop, whoop.
How are y'all doing? We haven't talked about, and let me pull this up, Odie. I want to go back into this as we talk about what's coming from the National Weather Service here, what they've issued here. Again, this is serious weather that we're looking at coming on Saturday. Mark your calendars and be ready for what becomes of this. We could have serious weather. As you look at this, as the way they're putting this, tornadoes are likely.
Yeah, and
strong cannot be ruled out.
70 miles an hour, and y'all got to think the amount of rain that we got yesterday. We're going to get more rain. The ground is soft, and the trees will be easily pushed over. This is something to really keep our eye on. We're going to be watching this real close as it comes through. It doesn't have to be a tornado to cause a lot of problems, because right now with the shape of our ground, wind could really play a major role in this.
It could. So we'll watch it. I'm trying to get, let's see here, log out. Let's see here. Trying to get log back in to show radar here exactly what we've got here in advance of storms. Some days things just don't work, play the way you expect them to. And here we go. This is what we've got for Saturday as I pull this up from our map here. Let me show you here what we've got. This is what's popping up here as we look at this. This will begin down here at Hattiesburg to Macomb area, most of the state over to Richton, and this goes over to Camden, moves up through Selma, as far east as Jasper County, Alabama, or Jasper, Alabama, and that goes back through Red Bay and then into Tupelo area, right along there over to Pontotoc, Oxford, and then back into Louisiana over to the Ruston area. This is what we're going to have Saturday. This is the central portion of where the worst of the worst weather can happen.
Yeah, we're right there. Right in the middle of it.
And we're this many days out, they've already got this registered as a 3 is what concerns me. Usually it's at the last second it's upgraded to that. That means that it could get worse than what it already is, Odie.
Yeah, this is something that you don't want to take lightly. Continue to stay weather-wise up to and through this event.
Yeah, we had some fender benders in Philadelphia. This is not the most clearest picture, but boy, it sure blocked the highway there for a few moments. There's a small car and an 18-wheeler had a little bump in there.
Yeah, that's not what you want to bump into.
Yeah, downtown Philadelphia, you know how tight it is through there.
Yeah.
You just can't hardly make it through the area, so it slowed things down. They've been working the shoulder of the road, be looking for this across this. MDOT has been out and about. This was on Highway 495 this week. I think they're doing several locations. As we all know, on the edge of the road, we'll have that where washouts happen.
Yep.
They're going back through and smoothing that, so if you were to run off the road, it doesn't jerk the car away from you.
Doesn't suck you down into the ditch, because that'll happen.
Y'all would be shocked as to how many wrecks are caused from that. Just your tire barely running off the road and then...
And overcorrection.
Yeah.
People yanking it back on there.
We had, what was this down in Highway 511 there as we go down to Clark County Hot Topics. Another woods fire as we look at this. Brush fire, however you want to word that. Been a lot of fires down in there. Clark County has them now.
They do. All those guys stay busy down there dealing with these brush fires or forest fires, wood fires, whatever you want to call them.
I was out at Weidman's. I think it was Friday, maybe. I had this young man come up to me and wanted to meet me. That was very nice of him. We also met a lot of other people this week as we were out and about.
I bet I know what you had at Weidman's.
Yep, I never changed, do I? It's the
pork loin.
Boy, if y'all hadn't been there and tried that,
yeah,
some of the best I've ever had.
Charles, I just request one thing. I need an extra piece of cornbread. That one don't work. I need two.
It's good stuff, wasn't it?
Yes, he's got some good food over there.
So check that out. Let's see here. We had a fender bender this weekend. I didn't get to this earlier in the week. I wanted to bring this up.
We welcome you to
intersections there that kind of has issues there occasionally there. Downtown Meridian, 24th Avenue, right next to the Sherman-Williams All-Star.
Yeah. We've had a few of them right there at that intersection.
Yeah, I remember seeing one overturned there one day.
I think we have, sure have.
One of those that's hard to get out. Did we show this from Highland Park?
No, we didn't.
There's a ditch behind the new remodeled
Frank Cochran Center.
Yeah, I couldn't get it out. Thank you for helping me there. Some days. And they were doing their best to get the car out. They had to call a wrecker to pull that on out of that hole there.
Yeah, you didn't just drive out of that one.
Yeah, that again, one of those little small things where a tire went off the edge of the road and off it went into the ditch, and it
doesn't look like it tore a whole lot up. Just pull it out, check it, and
you can roll on from that. But that's what went on there behind Highland Park this week as well. And as I was sitting there at Weidman's, and I always, if I make a mistake, we go ahead and put it up there. I did the unthinkable.
You knocked off your teeth?
I did. Whole brand new full glass.
Oh.
And I wanted to show her. She was sweet as she could be as she helped me out to clean this up. And she was down there trying to get up the ice out of the floor. That was my boo-boo. I had to apologize to everybody 3 tables away.
Bam, boom.
When I do it right. And it goes everywhere, Odie.
Everybody's pants legs sticky.
Yes. Little old me did it. But I'll be the first when I got an issue and I've done something wrong. I'll go ahead and throw that up there. And that's what that was about there. So don't sit next to me. That's the best I can say there.
Yeah.
Let's see. There was a couple of other small things that have gone on that I wanted to bring up this morning, and I'm trying to find that. Do you remember this girl here, Shannon Daughtry? Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Remember her? Right there from 90210, and she was in several other things.
Because I didn't watch her in that.
Jason Priestley, who was also on that show, said that one of the last meals that he had with her, that he said she was hurting, and he said he said, I would have never known that she was that sick. She died like a week or two later, and they were talking about just how bad it was and how she held it inward. Breast cancer, she had it for basically 10 years, and it slowly got her. But she was a beautiful girl. That cancer stuff is bad, y'all.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I had forgotten about tomorrow. Tomorrow is the 14th, isn't it?
I told you we got to go to the store. Everybody needs to worry about tomorrow.
I didn't realize that's what you meant by that.
Better not be late. Yeah.
I just thought you were going to the store to be going.
No.
So, okay.
Yeah, better hope there's some of them flowers left.
Flower shops are going to get busy.
Yeah.
Candy, whatever it takes to get you out of trouble there. All right, we need to do some birthdays, Odie.
It's that time, isn't it?
It is.
All right, this is my fault. Tori.
What do we got?
You had a birthday yesterday, Tori Hyatt, and I failed to see that text that Kevin sent me. So happy late birthday. That's my fault. Cole Wright, 16 years young today. Are you ready for this one?
Tell me.
This is an important one. The High Sheriff, Mr. Jody Pennington himself, got a birthday today.
Wow. Oh, Jody. Happy birthday.
He's got it going on. And Peyton Malone, have Papa go buy you 24 glazed donuts today. Eric Shirley's got a birthday. Zach Smith, Kaylin Donahue, Robert Charles, and Shelley Jones all having birthdays today. So happy birthday to y'all.
Well, a few names that you might recognize, Mariah Carey, Chubby Checker, Cyndi Lauper, are a few of the ones that are going to be inducted. They got nominations to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Barry Cheney's got a birthday today.
Everybody's wishing old Jody a birthday there.
Yeah.
Be nice to the man. He might not give you a ticket today.
Well, yeah, he may.
If it's on his birthday, he may treat you a little bit better there. All right.
Maybe so.
As we end the show today, have you found a Bible verse for us today?
It's pulling up right here. We got to go. Boom. Hebrews 4:10. For anyone who enters God's rest also rests from their works, just as God did from his. You know, when you take that extra day to relax and give everything and talk to God, forget all your worries, forget all your work. Give him your grief, give him your tiredness. He will take you and give you that rest. But you've got to give it all to him. Start your day with him, end your day with him, and talk to him throughout the day. It will change your life. Y'all have a wonderful day. We'll be back on Friday. You don't want to miss it. Until then, remember, we love you.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.